on people, Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new top trades of the week video. It's been a while since I've uploaded one of these. We've had some crazy trades over the course of the last few months, but nothing that has really stood out to me in order to put within this playlist. But we placed a trade, not just Friday gone, but the Friday before on the Euro USD market. And we have recently taken profit on it. So I thought it would be a great idea just to highlight and show the trade that we placed and how I feel the markets will play out in the coming weeks. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, you took part in the trade itself, or you've learned a thing or two, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. And if you have any questions regarding the analysis that I've provided to my VIP clients, then please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so before we jump into this video, I just wanted to actually go over my VIP chat so I can actually show you some of the analysis that we put out to the clients, and I can show you the format and how we do it. This way it can clear any doubts that you guys may have in the analysis that we have provided and the trades that we have provided, the authenticity of them, because you can see for yourself that we do things right and we do things in order. So you can see here on the 9th of June, I told everyone that I wanted to see Great British Pound to the US dollar trade lower after penetrating this supply zone. So just keep that in mind. You will also see the trade here that we will go on to discuss later on in this video. This is the top trades of the week trade right here. I wanted to see price trade into this, deliver us with a bullish structure moving forward, and we can obviously take advantage in those buy positions. If you want to pause the video and read that for yourself, then you can do, but that is basically what I'm disclosing there. I want to see price trade into that zone and then trade us higher, and we can buy from that zone there. Now, as you can see, on the 12th of June, so come the Monday, that analysis was obviously provided on the Friday before the close at 20 to 5. On the Monday, midday, I gave everyone an update on this pair, and you can see how price traded in and rejected nicely to the upside, putting ourselves in 50 pips profit. So we were already walking away with 10% or 5 RR, depending on your risk, by Monday afternoon. Now, just going back to the Great British Pound to the US dollar analysis that I also put out, as you can see, we wanted to see price trade lower after penetrating this zone. You will notice that price did exactly that. So that was another trading opportunity that I gave to the clients that we're not even going to go over today. So that was just another trade that played out perfectly to how we wanted it to. As you can see, we're obviously giving out more analysis for further opportunities to get involved in other markets. As you can see here, we refer back to the Euro US dollar, just giving another update on this market because price went on to create a new higher high, which is brilliant. At this point, price was trading at plus 71 pips, 7 RR. So depending on your risk, you're either looking at 7% or 14% if you're risking 1 or 2% of your equity. Here was just a complete top-down analysis on NZD CAD. Very descriptive, just to help you guys learn and understand how I analyze the markets. Again, further broadening your knowledge. Then we come to the 14th of June. Just wanted to update everyone on the fundamental news for the day. And then we go back to the Euro USD, trying to find areas that we could potentially get involved in further buy positions on this market. However, price didn't come to actually trade into this zone, unfortunately. You'll see here, we put out some analysis on XAU USD. I wanted to see price trade into these zones before trading us higher, so we were looking for buy opportunities. If we go down, I provided everyone with a trade. Price played out perfectly. As you'll see, as price goes on, price plays out just as we want it to, and we walk away with 130 pips plus 6.5 RR, so anywhere between 6.5% and 13% from this position. Now, as you can see further down, we do go over the Euro USD again, just touching base and saying how price is now trading 210 pips. We are just short of the take profit target. We are now running at 21 RR, which is some crazy profits. Now you can see here on the 16th at 1:30, take profit was in fact achieved. And I am now explaining how I want to see price trade lower in this market as a longer term thing. And that's analysis that I'm going to go over later on in this video. Now, hopefully, looking at that, you can see over the course of the week how in-depth our analysis is and how frequent the updates are as well. Now, yes, we've only placed maybe 3 positions over the course of the last week, but that's enough. We don't need to overtrade these markets. We don't need to be placing 4 or 5 trades a day. People that are doing that aren't scalp-like traders, are simply trading out of impulse. They're not trading based on a strategy or an edge or a bit of analysis that they have got. What they are doing is they are trading on impulse. They are just wanting to take part in the markets, and they clearly don't have their psychology in place. If you are considered an intraday trader and you are someone that takes parts in the market and maybe hold a position for anywhere up to a few hours to a few days, you are probably only looking at placing anywhere between 1 to 3 or 4 positions a week anyways. It is very important that we have a strict trading strategy and we stick to a few pairs that we feel confident and competent in and day out. Now what I'm going to do is head over to the live markets and show you exactly how this trade played out and show you the analysis behind the trade itself. So you'll see here on screen that I am looking at this market on the daily time frame, and you can see that price is clearly putting in bullish structure. We've seen that it is setting structural highs and structural lows that are higher than one another every single time. So this gives us a direction to trade in. Now, it is very important that when we look at a market, before we decide on a trade that we want to place, that we understand the overall direction of the market and the prevailed trend. Now, currently, this market is within a bullish phase on the extreme higher time frame structure, as you can see. So therefore, we should be looking for buy opportunities. So with that being said, what we did is we took advantage of buy opportunities, which we have done multiple times throughout this year. You can see here that we took advantage on buy positions from this zone, and we've also taken advantage of buy positions from the last impulsive wave that took place in this market. Now, if we just zoom in slightly, you will notice that we were delivered with a break of structure to the downside back in May. Now, that told us that this impulsive wave that's traded us higher has finished and a new corrective wave trading us lower is underway. Now, when I had that confirmation, straight away I was looking at this impulsive wave for any unmitigated last sell to buy regions. Now, the reason why I was doing that is because I wanted to find valid areas for price to pick up demand in order to instigate the next impulsive wave. By doing that, we are able to take advantage of the next impulsive wave in this market. So that's exactly what I did. Now if I go down on time frames, I will show you the area and zone that I highlighted out as a potential to get involved in buy positions from. It should be here on the 30-minute time frames. Perfect. So if you see here, I highlighted this candle right here as an area that was left unmitigated. There was inefficient structure above, and price hadn't come to clear or tap into this order block. So because of that, I was expecting that when price was putting in this corrective wave, which we had confirmation of, I knew that a goal of mine for price to reverse from was this zone itself. So when we were delivered with this break of structure, yes, we could get involved in short positions, trading us into this potential buy zone, but we also had an area to get involved in those buy positions as a longer term thing. So all I did was highlight this zone out. I waited for price to trade us in to this zone, and I waited for price to then break structure to the upside. Now, as you can see, we were delivered with a break of structure to the upside, as this here marks the last structural high within this bearish structure, as this high went on to set this low, which was the lowest low that was set within the market. So as soon as price went up to surpass this high, that told me that the corrective wave trading us into this demand zone had finished, and the next impulsive wave trading us higher was ready to take place. So this alone was confirmation that this demand zone here was sticking and that there was enough demand in order to flip that S&D balance. And also it told us that we were ready to take advantage and take part in those buy positions. Now, once price broke structure, we obviously expected price to pull back. Price then did pull back into another fractal demand zone. We did get involved in some early buy positions within this market, which generated us with an amazing risk to reward return of a 1 to 13. However, I did close those positions quite early on as I wanted to get involved in a more refined entry and I didn't want to be holding my position for too long. So what we did is we looked at the most recent impulsive wave that took place fractally within this market, which was this one here. We managed to find another unmitigated last sell to buy region that gave us an area for price to pull back into to grab any remaining demand before taking price higher. As you can see, I highlighted this out for myself. And what I'll do is I'll throw a screenshot up of the analysis that I provided to the clients in the VIP chat so you can see for yourself that the analysis I provided and the analysis I shared was there before price did tap in and take off. So the analysis was there for clients to get involved in this market. So they had plenty of time to prepare themselves to get involved in a trade on this market. Now, as you can see, price came back to trade into this zone as expected, rejected to the upside and took off. Now, within a week, our take profit was achieved and we are now looking to actually go short in this market. Now, you may be wondering, well, where would our entry have come from? There are plenty of places that we could have got involved in this market. You could have simply set a pending order to activate once price penetrated the zone. That could have been your first way of entering in this market. However, if you wanted more confirmation before entering in, you could have just waited for price to penetrate, wait for price to break structure to the upside. Once price broke structure to the upside, we could expect another pullback within this market, and then we could have got involved. So you could have highlighted this as a higher time frame break of structure, or you could have highlighted this as a fractal break of structure. Now you can see that price does come down to pull back to tap into another unmitigated last sell to buy region. You can see the candle here, but if I go down to the 5-minute time frames, you can see exactly where price came to tap back into. So as you can see, this last buy to sell region right here, price does come to tap into originally, where we could have got involved initially on this market, but price does come back down to sweep this zone as well, giving us a second chance to get involved in this market. So there was plenty of opportunities to get involved in this market with enough confirmation and enough confluence in order to do so. And as you can see, price took off very well with the assistance of fundamental news. And as I said to you earlier, we took profit on Friday, the Friday just gone. So now that I've shown you the analysis that created this buy position, and I've shown you the updates that were sent out to the VIP clients throughout this trading journey, what I'm going to do now is give you a full rundown on how I am expecting this market to play out over the course of the next few weeks and my reasoning behind it. So as you can see, price has penetrated a higher time frame supply zone, and I am expecting price to trade us lower. Whether price trades us lower to break this previous structural low, that is obviously undecided. Price is within a bullish phase, don't get me wrong. We are seeing price trade us in a bullish way. So in theory, we should see these highs break. I am expecting that to happen longer term, but we do have an unmitigated last sell to buy region that has been left over down here. So what I'm expecting price to do is actually now go on to set a higher time frame corrective wave, trading us lower and into this demand zone before trading us higher to set that new higher high in the market. Hence why I now believe price is going to be within a bearish phase. Regardless of whether price surpasses this low or not, I will be setting my take profit just above it, just in case. So if we go down to the 30-minute time frames now, you can see that I have highlighted a last buy to sell region. What I want to see price do now is come to trade into this, deliver us with some rejection to the downside. That would confirm the creation of new bearish structure, and then we can obviously look to get involved. What we have seen so far is price actually come up to trade us into this, and we have actually been delivered with some good signs of bearishness. Now, yes, we have been delivered with two candles that are bullish and have traded us back up, but I do feel that is just to clear any remaining supply that may have been left over before continuing this bearish leg lower. So as I go down further into the lower time frames, you will notice how I have highlighted a more refined supply zone that price has just now come to trade into. In order for me to get involved in short positions, what I would want to see is for this low here to be broken, as this would confirm an end to this bullish correction, and also further bearishness within the higher time frame structure, and that would build my confidence in looking for short positions moving forward in this market. Now, once price does break this structure to the downside, we can then expect price to pull back, trading goes into another fractal supply zone, and that is when I'll be looking to get involved in those sell positions. So once price breaks structure here, simply find a valid supply zone, so another last buy to sell region for price to come back to trade into, and that is where our entry will come from. But as I say, ultimately I am looking to trade this market short as a longer term thing, and I truly believe that we could take full advantage of the higher time frame impulsive wave trading us lower, just as we have done with the bullish one trading us higher into the supply zone here. Now, to further add to my evidence in the analysis that I performed and provided to the clients over in the VIP chat and on TradingView, what I'll do is I'll throw some screenshots up from TradingView and how the trade performed over time. You'll see exactly how it played out based on the updates that I put in. Now, you can see for yourself that the edge LAGFX has on the markets and the strategy we have in place generates us with trading opportunities like no other. There aren't many traders, forex gurus or forex mentors that have the capability of finding trades with risk to reward ratios as high as a 1 to 22. Now, I have given you proof from start to finish on the trading opportunity that I highlighted and gave to my VIP clients, allowing them to profit on this market. So if you aren't involved in our VIP services, then I would highly recommend you get involved, as not only are you going to be able to take part in trades like this, but you are also going to learn how to analyze the markets as we do. Now, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.